Got here, and it's time to talk again about Dandadan being back with season 2, or more like second core continuation from here with episode 13 or episode 1 from season 2, however you wanna call it. I'm gonna stick with episode 13, and I'm glad the series is back. The opening was good, but I still prefer the old opening. Like, that one was just super catchy. Not that this one is bad, don't get me wrong. If I'm not the opening guy, that one just had that something just keeping me hooked every time I kept hearing a bit of it. I just want more. Same as the Marshall one with Creepy Nuts doing a great job with both of them. But yeah, let's get into the episode and talk about it. And yeah, like I said, picks up from last episode here with Momo at the onsen or the hot spring being jumped by the old guys. And quickly everything explodes basically. She gets saved by circumstances being and I like that allusion there where the old guys were jumping her when everything exploded. She's like, maybe we touched a weird spot, and kind of like squirting behind her. I see what you did there. But the reason why she was saved is because Turbo Granny snuck in the backpack and is there helping her. We know Turbo Granny doesn't like when people abuse girl and so on. That's pretty much her backstory from season 1 here. And she says that Gigi's house has had too much human blood, and we get the expansion what it means that into this episode. But I was like, what the fuck is going on into this village? Like, the villagers were super creepy, like we saw it back when the last episode happened. Like, they were standing in the forest, they're like, the eyes in like super creepy, those smiles, everything here. And meanwhile, while Momo was going to the shrine, we're gonna talk a bit about that, Okarun and Gigi still with the hole in the wall, confused what to do. And they thought Momo was coming in, but no, it's just weird villagers again, the woman this time, and apparently Gigi knew them because they're the owners of the house he's staying in. So things got a lot more complicated, so to say, for Gigi, and they were taking care of him, big quotation marks there, and not letting him pay rent while his parents were in the in the hospital. But yeah, apparently this Kitos family, which is the same as the old guys that went after Momo, and now the old ladies that are in the house here, they're related part of the same family. They don't want him to bring any more spirit mediums or believing ghosts. They're kind of pushy about it, and kind of obvious. Of course, they're gonna be involved. Just by the way they're looking, I would have been surprised if those are just the normal villagers. I'm like, I wouldn't want to stay in that village if that's how the villagers looked normally. But okay, they're revealed to be the ones behind things like this here. And that old lady started threatening him with a gun. Then the police officer walks in, but he's part of them. The old guys come in also. So that house kind of felt like a clown car, just getting more and more full of people there. But that was a nice situation there when that police officer walked in, even though he didn't do anything. They even start testing Okarun to see if he's actually the best friends of Gigi. He manages to answer the question with the favorite football team thanks to the post. But yeah, meanwhile, while they're dealing with the Kito family, Momo goes visits that shrine. She gets some information from this unibrow guy that wants to be a bootuber here, but he's kind of oblivious a bit about this sacrifices that have been happening to appease the Vulcan and the snake god, but they don't do it anymore. And she's like, hey, maybe tell that story on Bootu, maybe it's gonna help you. So yeah, maybe we're gonna see more of him, but he needs to take care of that unibrow here. And after this, we have Momo walking in back at the house, and Okarun and Gigi are naked. I'm like, okay, why are they naked? Did they really need to be naked to be sacrifices? But sure, here everybody looking on top of the Momo starts instantly attacking, fighting, slapping, kicking, punching, superpowers, everything with the old guy. She actually does pretty well. I like how Turbo Gran even sort of helped scaring one of them that caught Momo was about to choke her out there. He went for the ties. Motherfucker went for the ties here. But then we have, what was that old movie? Like the lady that could fight real, the old Kung Fu movies. Let me know in the comments. I'm drawing a blank. That's the first thing that came into my mind. I forgot to look it up. But this old lady here, damn, can fight. She can throw hands, feet, legs, everything. She would kick my ass so much, like, even with the superpowers, throwing everything, like, she would kick John Wick's ass, that old lady, how much she could fight. She punches Momo in the holder, she throws her in that hole. This old lady can fight here, and they finally reveal that they have been protecting the village for generations, performing sacrifices to this snake god to keep it at bay, and that includes even Gigi's parents, and he was about to be a sacrifice. Also, they invite people in the house, and they are the sacrifices here. And damn, they wanted to have Momo to be the third one here, and also after this they want to use Okarun and Gigi because they wake up and they jump in trying to help Momo, and this causes all of them to fall into the hole. And underneath everything, like underground, there is full of houses, like a lot of houses. Like, why are the houses underground? They kept building on top of the old houses here. Gigi falls deeper and actually falls on the giant snake. Apparently it's a Kuragari. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name of that Mongolian death worm. So it's just an overfed death worm. Motherfuckers created their own monsters by feeding it sacrifices. This is kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. People start believing into something so much, they kind of start doing things, making it real, or you're trying to avoid the prophecy, and by doing that you're making it real. So they overfed this giant snake, and right now it's a full-on monster that is capable of eating more and more people, and the worm starts going after them to try to hide. And I don't know if it's the location or it's the worm, but something causes Okarun to kind of go wild, sort of transform, but he feels berserk and starts going after Gigi, and that's where the episode ends. But now I'm curious if the worm is just a random monster created there. Who was that creepy guy that we had some visions in the last episode when Gigi was starting in and trying to get Momo to help? That guy feels like the bigger villain. So maybe there's something more to this legend or something else, or maybe a spirit, a monster, or a ghost or something was created thanks to how many people died there with the sacrifices and so on. Because we can have the alien side being the death worm here, and probably we're gonna have the ghost side being that creepy dude that we saw there. And yes, I saw how Gigi looked, he was everywhere, and I know the first 3 episodes aired before, so please don't go into spoilers. I didn't watch them, I'm on anime only, I haven't read the manga, so I'm just going with episode to episode, and it's gonna be fun doing videos with Dandadan just being like, what the fuck am I watching again? But I don't want another episode like episode 7, when that one was emotional damage. That one hit too hard. But it's great to have the series back, and I hope you guys are also gonna be back for the videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Dandadan. I'm gonna see you again on the next one, more with Dandadan and other videos and other series. So keep enjoying anime. Bye bye.